Okay, ladies, let's stand at the edge of our mat this morning, facing the length of your mat. I want you to hold your hands on either side of your rib cage for me. We're just going to do some nice deep breathing before we start moving. Right, we're thinking about this muscle that wraps right around the body, okay, the TA, and we're going to think about pulling that muscle in. So pull everything in like you're giving your organs a really tight squeeze, okay? Hold that muscle just about 30% in the background, okay? So it's working in the background, drawing or hugging the organs nice and tight. Now hold that contraction as you breathe in deeply. Let the rib cage expand and exhale. And again, nice deep breath in. And breathe out. Keeping that muscle contracted right around the body, wrapping around the body. Deep breath in. And exhale. Standing as tall as you can. Keep your hands on your rib cage. I want you to take your elbows backwards. Okay, reach both elbows backwards, opening up the front of the chest. And relax. Again, take the elbows backwards, stretching. Think about your shoulder blades coming closer together and relaxing. Let's do one more of those. Contract the shoulder blades. If we draw in towards each other as you take the elbows backwards and relax. Let's go the other way. Before we do that, can we drop our chin down to the chest? So you've got a beautiful stretch to the back of the neck. Now, bring the elbows forward, forwards, forwards. And take it back. Keep the neck stretched forwards, chin to chest. Bring the elbows together. Stretching them forwards, opening up the shoulder blades now. And back. And last one, reach the elbows forwards. That's a good neural stretch. And stand back right up again. All right, drop your hands next to your sides. Open up your collarbones nice and wide as you look forwards. We're going to go into our roll downs. We're going to start with our knees bent, chest resting on our thighs. Deep breath in to prepare. Exhale, rolling forwards. Bend your knees, and drop your chest down onto your knees. Take a deep breath in at the bottom. Lift your belly button, and then slowly roll back up again. Vertebrae for vertebrae, standing up lovely and tall. Inhale here. Exhale. Let the spine just drop over forwards. As you exhale, exhale, exhale all the way down, resting your chest on your thighs. Inhale and exhale to return. We're going to try to keep our knees a little straighter for this next one. Inhale and exhale. Challenge your hamstrings just a little bit more here as you drop the spine over forwards. Inhale at the bottom. You've got a rounded spine. Draw your belly button up towards the spine as you exhale to return back into standing again. Good. One more. Inhale and exhale. Feels good to just get the spine moving, stretching out the hamstrings and lower back. Right. If your fingers can touch the floor, keep the legs straight. If you need to bend your knees a little bit to get your fingers on the floor, please do that. We're slowly going to walk our hands forwards until we are in an upstretched position. And we're going to focus on getting our heels down into the mat. So you feel the length through the back of the legs. Good. Walk your hands back towards your feet and stay over forwards with the spine. Again, walk the hands forwards into that upstretched position. Lengthening through the back of the legs, pressing the heels into the mat. And then slowly walk your hands back again, hanging the spine forwards. Can you feel that you can drop forward a little further? Because we're stretching out those hamstrings. Let's go one more. Walk your hands forwards, pressing the heel down into the mat. Good. And then slowly walk backwards, hanging the body forwards. Right, deep breath in here. And then exhale, drawing the abdominals in all the way back up again. Fantastic. Please join me on the mat. And I want you to be seated with your legs crossed or in a diamond shape. Okay, whichever feels more comfortable for you this morning. Right. Holding on to your knees with your hands, I want you to lift your spine as tall as you can. Okay, dropping the shoulders down. So you've got a lovely long neck. Okay, you feel the back muscles kicking in to hold you upright. Okay, we're going to think about the rib cage this morning. I want you to rock from side to side. In that lovely extended spine, the rib cage is moving side to side. Think about the spine, think about the vertebrae, and how you're moving that neck from side to side. Just getting used to the movement laterally, okay? It's often a movement we struggle with. We don't really go or use this very much, but if it gets tight, it can affect how our abdominals function. When you're right over to the one side, you can feel the stretch right through the side of the body. Good. Okay, let's add to our side-to-side movement now by going to one side, then bringing the rib cage forward, rolling it to the other side. And then continue that movement as you drop your lower back and roll backwards, back to the starting position. Let's go again. Roll the rib cage forwards. Okay, to the other side. Now drop your lower back down towards the mat as you roll backwards to the other side. One more this way. Roll the rib cage. So if I was holding onto your rib cage, I would see you making a big circle with that rib cage all the way back to the other side. Right, let's start on the other side now and let's change direction. Roll forwards with the rib cage to the other side. Then drop your lower back. So you roll the rib cage backwards. Feel how different it feels to do the exact same movements, but because your body just functions, the two sides function differently, this really feels different. Some muscles are more tight. They won't release as much to let you roll. So think about those tight spots where you feel like, oh, I feel a bit stuck. Can you focus on that? And let it go. I think just moving a little bit slower helps you just release the right muscle. Let's go for one more. Lift the rib cage, rolling forwards. And then drop the lower back, rolling backwards. Fantastic. Coming up into sitting. Turn to the length of your mat, please, and have your feet onto the mat. Knees are pointing up to the ceiling. And I'm going to reach my fingertips forward so my arms are parallel with the floor. Okay, can you stack your shoulders and your hips directly over each other? Okay, and we're going to keep that position where the shoulders and the hips stay in a straight line. What we're going to do though is we're going to push the lower back away, making a C-curve with the spine without moving the shoulders and hips. And then re-establish the spine, reaching it lovely and tall. Feel how the abdominals start to kick in now as I make the C-curve, pushing my lower back out. And then re-establish the spine, sitting up lovely and tall. Let's do two more like that. Inhale, exhale to establish your C-curve. Draw the abdominals in, and then inhale to reach the spine, lovely and tall. Last one, exhale. C-curve. Great. And then inhale, 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 reaching it up. We're going to progressively move backwards now until we are lying down on our backs. Inhale here. Exhale now. Shoulders can move backwards. Drop your lower back just a little bit. And then inhale, inhale, inhale. Coming up into sitting. Exhale. Drop the lower back. Carry a little bit more of the lower back. Hit the mat. Good. And then roll yourself up, up. Sitting lovely and tall. Go as far as you can. Comfortably come that back again. Drop more of the lower back if you can. And then use those abdominals. We're firing them up this morning. Sitting up lovely and tall. Okay, last one. Go all the way down. Lying on your back, please. Good. So let's establish a good posture here. Can you take your shoulder blades and flatten them out on the mat? Okay, opening up the front of the chest. Arms are reaching down next to your body. And then can you stretch just a little bit further? Like you're trying to get your fingertips towards your heels. Okay, you feel that beautiful pull through the chest as you're trying to reach the arms down. We're going to have our thumbs pointing up towards the ceiling today. Now draw your feet up towards your pelvis a little bit closer. Right. Good. How much space is left at your lower back area? I just want a little bit of space. Draw the belly button in. And we're ready to do our pelvic curls from here. Deep breath in. Exhale. Squish your lower back down into the mat. And then peel the spine up. One vertebrae at a time. That beautiful open chest that you have. Keep reaching your fingertips down towards your heels. Inhale and exhale. Here's the release. We're releasing the spine. One vertebrae at a time onto the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Now you'll feel like you want to make micro adjustments all the time as you're going into the pelvic curl. That's okay. Do that. Deep breath in. Exhale. Dropping, releasing. Get your lower back onto the mat and then roll it back to neutral again. Small space in the lower back area. Inhale. Let's focus on pressing through our heels for this next one. As you're lifting the pelvis, press through the heels, press through the heels. Feel the hamstrings and glutes coming in. Keep that lovely open chest. Inhale. Exhale to release. Two more like that. Inhale. Feels good to get that lower back area moving. Okay, nice posterior pelvic tilt as we push the heels into the ground all the way to the top. Can you do a quick tip on your knees? They're not falling out. They're pointing straight up at the ceiling. Inhale and exhale, coming down. For this next one, I would like us to stay up there, all right? Inhale. Exhale, drop the lower back. Tilt the pelvis, and up we go with the pelvis. Now, can you slide your hands together, interlacing your fingers, and then extend your arms? Okay, so we're reaching the whole, the fingers that are interlaced now, reach those hands down towards your heels, stretching open the chest. Just hold it there for 5, and 4, and 3. Keep reaching them, and 2, and 1. Well done. Release the hands, deep breath in, and then exhale. Lowering your body back down again. Fantastic. Bring your feet together and your knees together. Pretend I'm giving you a 5-ring point to hold between your knees. And we're going to slide our arms open into a wide T position. Hold on to that 5-ring point. Not allowed to move. Okay? Now I want you to press your lower back down into the mat before we start. So your whole spine, you can feel connected to the mat. You've got a lovely stretch through the chest, and you're squeezing onto that 5-ring point. Okay, keep squeezing on the 5-ring point. Drop your legs over to one side. The feet move as a unit. Okay, so my top foot is completely off of the ground. And then exhale to come back, pressing your lower back into the mat. Over to the other side. Feeling this wonderful stretch through the body, through the chest, into the arm. Press the lower back into the mat as you bring your legs back up. Let's keep going from side to side. Now don't let go of that firing point. Okay, so often the top leg wants to sort of slide backwards a bit. Don't let it do that. Keep those knees as a single unit all the way through. Then you feel the benefit of this exercise as you lift the lower back and rotate it, sort of stretching out the lower back. We actually feel the stretch right through the body. Let's go one more each way. Over we go. Stretch, stretching, stretch. And then roll yourself back. And again, stretching over to the side. And roll yourself back again. Fantastic. From here, please place your hands behind your head. Right. I want us to start our chest lift with our lower back down into the mat. Okay, so press your lower back down. Okay, feet are pressing into the back, knees are pointing straight up to the ceiling. Right. Inhale to prepare. I'm holding onto your front of your rib cage and I'm pulling your ribs forward, forward, forward as you lift up nice and high. Inhale at the top. Exhale, coming down. Keep that lower back pressed into the mat. Inhale, exhale. Lower back presses down a little more. So you lift a little higher. Inhale, exhale, rolling back down again. Inhale, exhale, 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 lifting a little higher. Inhale at the top and exhale, coming down. Let your gaze shoot right between the legs. Don't look up to the ceiling. Okay, the position of your head will determine the rest of the spine. So keep the head pointing forwards so we have beautiful legs down the back of the spine. Inhale and exhale, slowly coming down. One more. Inhale. Exhale, peeling the spine up. This time let go. Hold on behind your legs and lift yourself up just a little higher. Get more of the back down into the mat. Now, hold on with your hands. Drop the lower back. Feel the abdominals really hard. Okay, for 6 counts, we're going to touch head, hold behind the thighs. Let's go again. Touch head, hold behind thighs, lifting a little higher. 4 more. Touch your head, hold behind your thighs. 3 more. Touch your head, hold. That's it. Abdomen. 2 more. Touch your head, hold behind the thighs. Last one. Touch your head, hold behind your thighs. Deep breath in. And lower yourself back down. Interlacing your fingers, popping them behind your head again. Let your elbows sink down towards the mat. Okay, opening up that chest. We raise our right leg up to tabletop, pointing the toe. Okay, the knee is bent at 90, the hip is bent at 90, and I'm drawing my belly button in nice and deeply. Now, no other part of the body moves but this leg as the toe touches down, and then lift the knee again. And again, toe touch down, and lift. Okay, so from the hip, that's where you're going to see movement happening. Okay, the knee stays 90 degrees the whole time. 2 more on this side. And last one. Great, drop your foot down to the mat. Let's lift the other leg up to 90. Draw the belly button in. Only the hip moves as I pop my toe and bring it back. And drop my toe. Deep abdominal work happening here. Between your 2 hip bones. Those deep abdominals there. That's what's stabilizing right now. Good. Let's go for 2 more. Inhale down. Up. Inhale down. Hold the leg in the air. Can you lift your head and shoulders for me into a nice high chest lift? The abs are awake. Let's use them and we'll switch our legs. Here we go. Shh, and shh, and shh, and shh. For a walk. Shh, and shh, and shh, and shh. Well done. Drop your feet down. Drop the head and shoulders down and take a little breather. You can release your hands for me, please. And I want you to hold on behind the one knee, reaching that leg up towards the ceiling. Good. Flex the foot for me so that there's an extra stretch to the hamstrings and the calf. And we're going to stretch our hamstrings a little differently this morning. I want you to lift your head and shoulders towards your knee, and I want you to climb your leg as high as you can. Hold it there for 3, 2, 1, and climb back down again. Let's go. Lift and climb, climb, climb. Holding there for 3, 2, 1, and climb back down again. Good, let's go for 2 more. Walking up that leg. Now do a quick check. Can you make your pelvis very heavy that it sinks back onto the mat again? Even though you're challenging your hamstrings, let go of the pelvis. Good, feel the difference? And climb back down. Last one. Let the pelvis remain heavy. Don't let it peel up. And stretch the hamstring. And then slowly walk back down again. Spreading your arms into a wide T position. This leg is ready for leg circles. Let's cross the midline and let's go. Inhale for a big circle. Exhale. And inhale. Stabilizing the pelvis on the floor. Catch it at the top. Let's change direction. Over we go. 5 and 4 and 3. Stabilize the pelvis. 2 and 1. Fantastic. Lower that leg down. Woo. Right, other side. Lift your leg up towards the ceiling. Hold behind your knee and flex your foot for you. Okay, that's a stretch in itself. But we're going to deepen that stretch just a little bit. So, lift your head and shoulders. Okay, and then walk up the leg. One hand at a time. Let the pelvis be heavy. Okay, lengthen through the back of the leg. 2, 1, and lower back down again. Let's go. Lift the head and shoulders. Walking up the leg. Pelvis just drops back into the mat for 3 and 2 and 1, and then drop back down again. Right, 2 more. Let's walk up the leg, up the leg, up the leg. Fantastic. Holding it there. And drop back down again. Last one. Walking up that leg. By now the hamstring is starting to feel nice and warm. Good, 2, 1, and walk back down. Spreading your hands into that wide T position. Okay, gluing your pelvis down onto the mat. Let's cross midline and let's go. Inhale for a big circle. Exhale for a big circle. Inhale. Try not to let too much movement happen in the other leg. Okay, it's also very still. Catch yourself at the top. Let's change direction. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Feel the abs working. Feel the quadricep working. At the top, bend that knee and drop it back down again. Fantastic. Take a little breather. We're going to stretch out both legs. Reaching our fingertips up and overhead. And let's just enjoy that feeling of absolute length and stretch through the body. Reach your toes a little further. Reach your fingertips a little further. Can you arch your spine? Okay, lifting as much of the spine off of the mat. And now from your pelvis, can you start dropping the lower back down, the rib cage down. Okay, relaxing the neck. Let's go again. Lift the spine, arching the spine, reaching it up to the ceiling. And now let's sink more of the spine down into the mat. From the lower back, we creep up the spine till almost the whole spine is resting down on the mat. We're ready for our roll-up. Remember the modified roll-ups where you bend your leg, hold behind your knee and let the leg assist you up. If you want to do modified roll-ups, go for it. Right, inhale, lifting the head and shoulders forward. Press your lower back into the mat. As you exhale, 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 reaching the spine forward. Inhale, and then come back again. Spine rolls onto the mat. Inhale, lifting head and shoulders. Modified and hold behind knee now. Exhale, letting the leg assist you as you come. Inhale. Exhale, dropping the spine down and rolling backwards. 2 more. Inhale up. Draw the belly button in. As you roll yourself up. Inhale. Exhale, coming down. If you are really struggling with the roller, one thing they suggest is that you take a towel and you roll it up and you place it in the lower back area. Okay, so you roll it up being placed and it's crossing the spine. So that feedback in the lower back area helps when you are rolling up to remember that's where I press down into that rolled up towel to get the rest of my body up. Okay, so that's a great reminder. If you are struggling, roll up a towel bit. You'll come up into break point. You'll start pressing into that towel to lift the body all the way forwards. Okay, I'll remind us next time to bring a little towel to feel that. Right, so we're sitting and we're reaching our spine lovely and tall. Okay, we're sitting right at the tip of the sitting bones. So please do that for me. And then flex your feet. Okay, my hands are resting on my thighs. And I want us to straighten our knees so much that we lift our feet off of the mat and relax them back down. Stay with the lovely tall spine. Draw your belly button in. Lift the feet off of the mat. Feel the quadriceps working. And drop the feet down. 2 more. Lifting the feet off of the mat. And down. And last one. Lifting, lifting, lifting. And down. Very good. Okay, reach your hands into a wide T position. Now the belly button is to draw in a little deeper. That corset around the body has got to hug the organs a little deeper. Inhale, and let's exhale to rotate for 2 pulses. Shh, shh. Inhale back to center. Exhale, rotate. Shh. Inhale back to center. Keep going. Shh, shh. And inhale and and inhale. You reach your spine up a little taller every time. Let's do 2 more. And inhale and inhale. Great. Separating the legs to the edges of your mat. Sitting with a lovely tall spine here. Inhale and let's roll down. Between the legs, we're reaching those fingertips past our feet if we can. Inhale, and then roll the spine back up again. Stack your spine, lovely and tall. Inhale. And then exhale, rolling forwards. Draw the belly button in. Reaching the fingertips forwards. Inhale. And exhale, rolling up. 2 more. Inhale. So the spine stretch is really aimed at our lower back area. So as we're reaching forwards, it's the lower back opening up to give you a little bit more range. Okay, so let it go. Let the lower back stretch. Inhale, exhale, rolling up. I keep my abdominals drawn in the whole time. Inhale. Last one. Reaching the fingertips forwards. Inhale, and then exhale, slowly coming back up. Think of bend your knees for me, putting your feet back on the mat. A little distance away from you here. Right, my fingertips are starting off facing forward, pointing forward. Then to work my oblique muscles a little bit, I'm going to inhale as I swoop the one hand backwards. Let your gaze follow your hand and then come back to sitting again. Other side. Swoop the other hand backwards. I'm rotating backwards, reaching behind me and come back up. Keep those feet planted on the mat as you reach backwards. Reaching, reaching, reaching. And come back one each way, reaching backwards. Lengthening through that arm. Good, last one. Reaching, reaching, reaching. And come backwards. Well done. Take a breather with the arms. Okay, I'm going to move my hands backwards. Going into some nice back support. Today I'm going to do this like bent. Feet are planted onto the floor. Okay, we know the drill. We're going to get our spines up, out of the shoulders before we start this movement. I mean, try it yourself for a second. Let your spine sink down. So very lazy man position, okay? And try to lift your palms up. Go as high as you can. Okay, that's it. That's the range that I've got. If my spine is sinking down between my shoulders, that is as high as I can lift. Right? Now lift your spine up and out of the shoulders, and then see how high you can lift. Okay, and it's really stretching the shoulders. So then we want that position. We want open shoulders to allow us the range to lift up on the side. Okay, let's go. Lifting the spine to the ceiling. Right shoulder rolled upwards. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, press through your feet and lift your palms nice and high. And then inhale to come back down. Good. Let's go again. Exhale. Keep lifting the spine. Up and out of the shoulders. Good. Stretches right down the bicep muscle. Okay, inhale. Exhale, pressing through, stretching out the shoulders, and come back down. Last one. Exhale. Great stuff. And slowly come back down. Fantastic. Shake the wrists out. And we're going to move into a sideline position from here. Right. Your hand is stretched out above your head and your palm is facing down today. Today we're going to use that palm that's facing down onto the ground to help us. Okay, we're going to press down into the palm as we lift the legs. We're going to lift the head as well to kind of deepen that banana shape. Okay, so we don't want any movement and wobbling. Okay. We want to use our abdominals to stabilize, but put your clap hand in front of you. Definitely going to help to stabilize you as well. Okay, deep breath in to prepare. As you exhale, lift the legs as a unit and press your hand down, lifting the head and shoulders. Do you feel the side muscles working deeply? That's what we want. Inhale, exhale, press into the hand, lift those legs. Yes. And slowly come back down. Inhale. Exhale. Pressing, pressing, pressing. Lift those legs a little higher. And come back down. Two more. Exhale. And inhale down. And last one. Exhale. And inhale, come down. Well done. Please bend your knees. Come up onto your elbow for me. And we're going to stretch the top leg away. Right. Make sure that that elbow is directly underneath your shoulder. And then press your chest forward a little bit. So you've got a lovely proud chest here. Lift and lower this leg. Let's go. Inhale. And four more. And three more, and two more, and last one. Flex your foot, bringing it forward for two kicks, and then swooping it backwards for two. Bringing it forward for two kicks, swooping it backwards for two. Now keep the chest lovely and proud here. Okay, it's not moving very much. Just the lower half of the body is moving. And inhale and and inhale. One more set. And inhale and lower it down. Fantastic. To the other side, please. Okay, palms down. Okay, we're going to use the arm today on the wall. Other hand supporting you in front. Inhale to prepare. And let's go. Lifting the legs as you feel it. Press through the arm. Deepens that side work. Inhale. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Press through the arm. Lift the legs. And gently come back down. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale down. 2 more to go. Lift those legs nice and strongly. Press through the arm. And slowly come down. And last one. Fantastic. And slowly come back down. Coming up onto your elbow. Make sure the elbow is directly underneath the shoulder. Good. Lift and lower the top leg. Here we go. Inhale and inhale. 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 Feel those glutes working hard. Good. 4 more. And 3 more. And 2 more. And last one. Flex the foot there. Press your chest a little more forward. So it's strong through the arm and chest. And 2 forwards. And 2 back. And 2 forwards. And 2 back. Keep going. 2 forwards. And 2 back. 2 forwards. 1 more set. And 2 forwards. And 2 back. And lower down. Fantastic. From here, let's move into a 4-point kneeling position. Right. Your feet, your knees, and your hands are all in a line. And you've established a nice tabletop spine here. We're going to roll out the cat stretch a little bit today. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to round the spine. Reaching the spine up to the ceiling. And let's roll backwards onto our haunches. Stay rounded through the spine. And round the spine. Back to the start. And then come to a tabletop. Inhale. Lifting the head and shoulders. Dropping the lower back. And then staying with your spine in extension as you drop backwards. And then lift with your spine still in extension. And come back to tabletop. Right, let's keep going. Exhale, round with the spine. Stay rounded as you drop backwards. Lift your belly button, stay rounded as you return. And establish tabletop. Inhale, dropping head and shoulders, lifting the crown of the head. Drop backwards into extension. Good. Come back again. And into tabletop. Well done. Slowly come out of that. Shake out the wrists. Okay. I want us to finish today with some really nice neck stretches. So can you come back into sitting again with your legs crossed? Okay, our hands are on our knees. Right, we're just going to start with a stretch backwards. So rotate your neck, look behind your shoulder. And then gently roll the neck forwards. And look behind the other shoulder. Okay, keep moving. You feel these big muscles in the front of the neck stretching out as you're looking behind the shoulder. Rotate and look behind the other shoulder. Good, one more each way. Rotating, looking behind the shoulder. Okay, let the arms assist to deepen that stretch. Hold on with the arm on the knee. And then use that to pull against to look further behind you. And come back to center. Drop your chin down towards your chest. And then gently look up to the ceiling. Dropping chin down to chest. And then reaching up. One more. Down. And then looking up. Good. Bring your head straight. Drop one ear down. And up. Other side. Drop your ear down to the shoulder. Feel that lovely deep stretch through the neck. And back. One more each way. Dropping down. And up. And last one, dropping down. And up. Fantastic. Now, I want you to bring your hands in front of you and make a circle with your index finger and your thumb. Okay? You're going to take the other three fingers and touch the edge of your jaw and then lift to look through those holes. And then come back. And again, touch and lift and come back. So this stretches out the ulnar nerve. And come back. Two more. Reaching up. And back. And last one. Under the jaws. Peek through the circles. And come back again. Well done. Right. I want you to take one hand out to the side. I want you to have your palm up. And I want you to drop the fingers down towards the floor. So you're going to feel a shooting possibly right throughout the arm. That's okay. Keep those fingers pointing down towards the floor. And now drop the head away from the arm. If you want to hold on over your head with the other arm, that's fine. So there's a real neural stretch here. The nerves are stretching through the arm. If you want to deepen that just a tiny bit more, take your hand backwards behind you. Keep dropping those fingers down towards the floor. Palms up to the ceiling. Breathe it out. That's quite a stretch. And let go. Let's go to the other side. So you're reaching your hand, palm up. Drop the palm and fingers down towards the floor. So you're going to start feeling that neural stretch there already. Okay, now drop the head away. You can use your other hand to deepen that stretch. And then slide the hand and the arm backwards. Breathing it out there. That's quite a stretch. And slowly release that. Okay, last nerve that runs through the arm, the radial nerve. This time my palm is down. And then I drop my fingers down towards the floor. So you feel the stretch in the top of the arm now. Okay? And then you can slide the arm back. Okay? Let's go again. Slide the arm back. Keep those fingers down towards the floor. Good. And release back. Let's go to the other side. Palm is facing down. Slide the arm back. And again. Slide the arm back. Stretching out the radial nerve. Fantastic. Slowly let that go. Let's finish off with two well done, and then we're done for this morning. Come up into standing, facing the length of your mat. Draw the belly button in. Okay, you should feel longer after this morning session, so let's take a deep breath in. Keep the legs straight for me and roll down through the spine. Good. See how much further you can reach than when you started the session. I love it. Deep breath in. Exhale, roll. Inhale and exhale. Deep breath in and exhale. slowly down. That's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me.